this dude? This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime we go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, how is this progress? Can somebody explain to me, and I'm going to show you a video in a second, how is this progress for women? I'm not sure what real human being with affections and with empathy for others, a person that wants individuals to feel sensitive of his or her actions, how can they do this to other people? How can you, with a good conscience, do what I'm about to show you to people who want to be valued and want to be treated with equality as well? The truth is, these people, and this is an example that I'm going to show you, they don't want equality, they want advantages. They don't care about other people's emotional feelings because their feelings trump everybody's. If they want to identify as this, you have to succumb to whatever they want today, and your rights do not matter, and you are scum compared to the theology that they brainwash themselves under. So you don't get confused and you don't get lost in the shuffle, let me show you this video. Shout out to PragerU. I've done videos with PragerU. PragerU is on point when it comes to informative short videos. And if you're ever wondering, how can I be more informed by looking at short videos? I don't have enough time to do all the research. This will give you a good idea of stuff to learn from and stuff that you can share to your family members who happen to be confused about these subjects. This person that I'm about to show you is a man, a boy, who decide that he wants to identify as a girl. I don't know what kind of efforts he put into this because he looked like Hulk Hogan, Lex Luthor, whatever his name is, Lex Luger, I don't know his name. One of them big old bodybuilding wrestlers, and then put on a wig or something, and now look at what he's doing to these little poor girls. So this video, shout out to PragerU. They've done a tremendous job at creating short film informational clips that you can learn from, that you can show your family and friends. I've done videos with PragerU. PragerU go hard. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So here's another example of how PragerU is not only bringing informative things, but they're also having science behind it. They're having knowledge behind it, and people who are presenting, and you'll see that in a second. But this right here is a boy, and if he's 18, he a man. This is a man or a boy that have decided that he wants to identify as a girl. I don't know what kind of effort he didn't put into this, because just looking at it right here, he looked like the Undertaker, dressed in blackface, running down the track field, embarrassing these little girls. This dude is an NFL football player. It's what he looks like, or she looks like, whichever term you want to use. But this, you way too big to be doing this. You way too stacked, bro, to be doing this. And let me show you what this transgender girl or boy, I don't even know which one is transgender, is doing to the women's sports. Roll the film. Look at that. He out here
the biological changes.
Let me before she get into the details. He out here killing it. Got these little girls looking real weak and soft. I don't understand, and I know I said this before, I don't understand how you could do this to somebody and you really care about compassion and inclusion, but you're gonna come out here and just dog these girls out. Now let me play a little bit of the PragerU video, because there's some context to this, and it's a longer video, but this is just a short clip of kind of how they do their videos, which they're not only showing the clip, they're informing you on how these things are transpiring. Roll the film.
Go through during puberty are so significant, they gain an insurmountable advantage in strength and in speed. When biological boys are allowed to compete against girls in sports like track, where the differences in performance are so great, we are talking about girls getting shut out, never getting the chance to win or even compete at all.
Shout out to PragerU, man. That's a good video. But it's true. It's true. That young man decided to become a girl, which I don't agree with, but in America, you can do whatever you want to do. And if that's your decision, make it your decision. But when your decision begin to thwart the rights of other people and begin to put people at a disadvantage, because you know, I know, your mama and them know that you ran track as a boy, or you have an incredible talent as a man, and you are going to dominate these girls and embarrass them, and they're not giving a fair shake because you used to be a boy and now you want to be a girl. And you still is a boy, but you want to identify as a girl. That is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. These schools, these school districts, these associations of track and field and other competitive sports need to put an end to this inequality. This is not fairness. And I find it really funny that the very same people that are talking about inclusion and talking about equality for all and talking about systemic oppression and all of these things that they try to associate to people of color and also historically women, they've now taken up the wokeness pill that have gotten them to prioritize LGBTQ above women's rights. So now you see women taking the back seat to the LGBTQ, eliminating the fervor and zeal that they claim to have for equality. This is not equal. Y'all saw how that joker was running over them things. And y'all got to understand this about track and field, and I'm going to add this because I think it's incredibly important. Track and field, when you are running track and field, the girls' hurdles are a different height than the boys' hurdles. And the reason why is because generically speaking, women, their hurdles and their height is not the same as men. Normally, men that do hurdles are typically taller because it makes it easier. Now, there's some shorter guys that's out there just blowing them away. But it makes it easier if you're taller and you're flexible, somewhere around the 6'3", 6'4" range. You'll be just run over the hurdles like it's nothing. If you 5'10", you're going to struggle, but you may be good, but you'll struggle. Now, women are much smaller. It's rare that you're going to see a 6'5" woman, a 6'3" woman, a 6'2" woman in general. So they have smaller hurdles. Now, you being a 6'2" dude that decided to change his gender, you're running over hurdles that are much smaller than what they should be for your caliber of talent and height. So not only are you cheating gender-wise and ability-wise, you're cheating in the sport itself. And I wish that people would be leaders and not worry about hurting people's feelings. And if you really care about being fair, you need to be fair across the board. Transgender people and people of different sexualities, meaning that they don't attach themselves to real human gender and sexuality, they are creating their own, then they need to create their own category for that. So trans men need to race against other trans men. Trans girls need to race against other trans girls. They need to have sports that cater to the I want to say dysfunction, but I'm really not trying to be disrespectful. But that caters to the differences in manipulating gender and the differences that can cause in the sports arena. They should be fair. If you want to do that, then that's fair. Because that means biological men believe that they're women, and therefore biological men will be racing against other biological men who want to identify as women. That's the most fair that it can be. But because this is so rare of people that want to be trans, that they probably wouldn't have sports at all. But that is the sacrifice that you have to make if you really care about other people other than yourself and you want to be fair. If I knew that I was going to dominate women, if I just said I could join because I feel like I'm a woman today, and I actually go through and embarrass these women and hurt them and actually take away from their opportunities to win and be rewarded for their work ethic, I'm wrong. That's not good. That has nothing to do with being sexist or transphobic or nothing. That is evil to do that to somebody, knowing before you put on the track suit, before you lined up on the track field, before you lined up in the competition, that you knew that you were going to do these women like that. You're literally a foot taller than they are. You know what the results are going to be because this person clearly didn't just start jumping hurdles today at that race. They have been practicing. So you know the damage that you're going to do. And for you to sit there and accept an award knowing that you are cheating and that you have a wrongful advantage, you should be ashamed of yourself Everybody who's allowing it should be ashamed of themselves, and women should be fighting because women deserve better. They deserve fairness, just like everybody does. And this, my friends, isn't fair. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what I said. Is B. Tatum tripping? Or am I on to something? Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Visit the Officer Tatum store. You get all the cool merch. Y'all know what it is. I'll see you on the next one.